I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be creating this super easy yet super naturally glam amazing makeup look. I realize I've been neglecting my natural glam lovers out there, so today I wanted to do a look that doesn't take a lot of effort or even a lot of money to get a super sophisticated, natural, everyday glam. I personally think it's a great day to night makeup look because these eyes will definitely translate beautifully to a date night. You can keep your lips nude in the daytime and then switch it up to a red lip or a deeper lip for nighttime. So today I really wanted to do a spring get ready with me. I wanted to do something fresh and simple and easy, something that you guys can wear every single day, and I thought I would make this a full face tutorial. As you can see, my brows are not done, and I normally have my brows done before I do my tutorials. To do my brows, I first start with the Precisely My Brow pencil by Benefit Cosmetics. I use the shade number 5. It is a deeper brow pencil, but I do brush it out quite a bit as well. So I'll just basically start in the front of my brow. Oh, and let me show you guys what I've prepped my face with. So as you can see, I just kind of start at the bottom and I start filling it in from there. I'm kind of just chalking it up to we had a much longer winter than normal, and I feel like my skin was just over it. So I've been enjoying trying some oils to kind of help bring back some moisture and smooth everything out. So this is what I do. I just kind of roughly fill it in from the bottom and then head to the top like that. And then brush it out with the spoolie. You'll notice I didn't put a lot of product on the front of my brow because I try to keep that more natural. I'll do that and then bring it back. It's the back of my brow that really needs the most help, so I'll kind of focus on that, this tail end a little bit more. So just like that, and it still looks a little bit rough, but I clean it up with concealer. Alright, so now it's time to, what is this about? I don't know. Now it's time to carve the brows. I'm going to take my favorite brush carver, and you know what? This is, where the hell is it? I just cleaned it. Okay, it's kind of silly, but this brush is kind of what inspired me to do this full face look because I don't do many full face, like including brows tutorials, but I never show you guys what I do to get my brow shape, and I get a lot of compliments on my brows, weirdly enough, and thank you so much. This is the Flat Definer E15 brush, and it's what I credit my brow precision to, even though I don't think I'm the best at brows by any means. So I'll take it with a concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C2. I just did a whole first impressions of a bunch of Makeup Revolution products. If you missed it, I will link it down below if I remember. If not, it's on my channel. It's only from like 2 videos ago. So I'll take some of this, of course, with my flat definer brush. This brush is amazing for carving out your brow. So I'll start underneath, just drag it along, and use that to kind of clean up and shape up. I know this is nothing new. A lot of YouTubers carve out their brows, but I don't ever show my routine, so why not, you know? So I'll just kind of do this. And this actually is what really helps me to make sure I get the same shape or close enough on both sides, because what do they say? Brows are cousins, not sisters or something? No, brows are sisters, not twins. I don't know. But being able to kind of map it out with the concealer kind of helps me to get them even. And sometimes I'll just go straight across with the concealer to make sure they start at like the same point, if you know what I mean. And then from there, I'll just pull down that extra concealer. And now this is working as our eyeshadow base, and it's going to be a great, you know, clean blank canvas for our brow highlight. And now, of course, let's do the top. Like so, and then just blend that out. So then we need to set our brows. I like to take my Benefit Cosmetics 24-hour brow setter, which I will say, it is a strong brow gel. I used to only use, and I still love it, but I used to only use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. But this one I think is just as great, and I actually prefer the brush on this one. And that is how I get my brows. I get asked a lot, so I hope you guys found that helpful. So next, let's move on to the eyes. I first need to prime my lids. This is my favorite primer I've been using recently. It is the Sigma Beauty eyeshadow base in the shade Persuade. I love that it's in a crayon form or a pencil form or whatever you want to call it. But the color is just beautiful. It's just a very, very, very light peachy shade. It's totally matte. And the best part is that it's actually crease proof. Just like so. So now for the eyes, I'm actually going to be using for a lot of this video, a lot of the new PIXI little YouTuber collaborations they have out. They have it with, I'm sorry if I pronounce her name wrong. I actually don't watch her, and I learned about her through this collection. So I'm going to have to check her out, but it's Whaley Honey? Is that her name? Sorry if I'm getting that wrong, truly. I'm excited to watch her channel now. And Chloe Morello, who actually is a friend of mine and I love. So I'm going to use her palette. I have some of the Dulce Candy collection back here. Okay, I'm going to start with this Whaley Is it oily? I'm going to first start with this light shimmery shade here for the lid. And I'm going to take that starting at the brow and then blending it on down. This is my E40 brush from Sigma. Just working that all over the lid to just kind of give us a little bit of a natural sheen. I don't want it to be real heavy or metallic, just so it looks like maybe even some natural oil. That's so pretty. That's such a nice natural glisten, isn't it? From there, I'm going to take a little bit of this kind of mustardy brown as well. This is a nice matte brown, and I don't want to take too much on my brush. That is the key here. I'm really going for a barely there, kind of natural, everyday smoky eye. So this we're just going to blend all over the lid. And again, I think less is truly more with this. I'm kind of going for that like Instagram girl glam you see where it looks like they have hardly any makeup on, but they just look so glamorous and just like healthy and beautiful. I usually, as you guys know, I wear a lot of heavy smoky eyes and like heavy eyeliner and heavy cut creases, and today I just wanted to do something soft. Bam! Will you be shocked to know that this is almost all the eyeshadow I'm going to put on today. I'm going to put on a little bit more, but like I feel almost naked. I never do such a subtle look, but I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Subtle SHAE. Looking good, girl. Okay, I'm going to take the double eyeliner that actually came in Wiley's. Oh, God, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is her dual eyeliner. It is a pencil on one end and a liquid on the other end, and I'm going to shock you. That's the liquid. And I'm going to use the pencil end, even though normally I go straight for that liquid liner. They are both black, by the way. But I'm going to tightline my upper lash line with this. And I'm tightlining, but we're also going to drag it on our top lash line. So if you get a little bit up there, no big deal. Sometimes I do. Sometimes when I'm tightlining, it kind of just ends up traveling onto my lid anyway. But really trying to get it between those lashes so we can thicken that lash line up a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take it on the lash line, going across, but trying not to go too thick. And it can be rough because we're going to blend it out. So now I'm going to take the Sigma Beauty E30 pencil brush, and we're going to use that to smudge it out. Now this is where you might want to be careful not to smudge it out too high. And then here at the end, I kind of like to just flick it out a bit for a subtle wing. So just kind of pull it back. You don't even have to see that it's a wing. It just kind of lifts the lid, even if you don't notice it a whole lot. From there, I'm actually going to go into Chloe Morello's palette, which is an awesome palette. It has a lot of shadows, highlighters, blushes. I think these are meant to be either eyeliner, eyebrow, or eyeshadow colors on the end there. I'm actually going to use this deep brown right here on the lash line. So where we just smoked that liner out, I'm going to top this right there. And this will lock in our liner, but add the bit of depth that I crave. You guys know I love a strong liner, so it's hard for me not to go straight to that liquid. So I just did a live stream the other day, and it was so much fun. I'm going to start trying to do 1 or 2 a week. Voila! Very subtle, but still very glamorous. So let's go ahead and tightline our waterline as well. Again, I'm trying to keep this super subtle, super thin, and not my normal intense smoky eye. And I'm just going to smudge that with my finger. So now I'm going to add the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Now I might need to touch this up after concealer and everything, but I just kind of want to do it while our eyeliner area is a little more, I was going to say the word M-O-I-S-T, but I know a lot of you don't like that word, so I'm going to say, you know, that. It's like that. It's a little, you know. I'm going to take this lighter bronzy shade with a little blending brush here, just a dab, and I just want to blend that on the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to stop on the eyes for a second. Let's jump to the face. So I'm not a big primer. I'm not going to prime. I already have the oil on. Not that that's a primer, but whatever. So I've been wearing this foundation a lot lately, and I've been getting a lot of compliments on it from you guys, so thank you. It is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. Now, crap, I don't have any self-tanner on, and this kind of really is more of my self-tanner shade. I'm going to hope it works. We're just going to go for it. We're going to go for it. So I'm going to take it on my Sigma Beauty 3D HD blending sponge, which is back in stock. In case you were waiting on this, you can check it out now. It is a little yellow. Dang it, SHAE. I knew I should have self-tanned last night, and I didn't. All my foundations right now are really like self-tanner shade ones. I'm going to the store tonight, so maybe I'll find a new drugstore one I can use that fits me a little bit better. Yeah, this is too yellow. I gotta do something. So I'm just going to distribute what I have of this on the face, and then I'm going to add a more neutral, almost more cool toned foundation to kind of balance out that yellow. On top of that, I'm going to layer in some of my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade Creamy Natural, number 202, because this is a little closer to what my actual skin tone is at the moment. So just right on top, and I'm actually doing a pretty thin foundation coating today. I normally go pretty full coverage. Just like that is about all the coverage I'm going to want for this look. Now I'm going to move on to my under eye concealer, which will be the Makeup Revolution Concealer in the shade C7. Actually, this is, I think, again, my self-tanning shade. Where's the other shade we used? Okay, actually, I'm going to take the C2 shade, which is the lighter shade. You guys know I like to go a little bit on the side of my nose to kind of aid in my nose contouring. And then under the eye, all the way up there. And I'm going to do a little in the middle of the forehead, too. And down the nose, for a nice natural looking highlight. And then sticking with my Sigma Beauty 3D HD sponge, we're going to blend that out. Try not to go over your little shadow wing. Just like that, easy enough. So now let's set our under eye area, and I don't have, like, I was trying to do more affordable products in this video, but I don't have a more affordable setting powder. I haven't had my Airspun powder in a long time. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way powder, and I'm just going to lightly sponge this underneath to set in my concealer. And I'm trying not to do too much, actually, and I also don't want to bake for too long today. So just dabbing this under the eye and along the top of the cheekbone there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that on the nose, on the forehead. And then with what's left in the cap, I will take it with a fluffy brush. So with this little E45 tapered blending brush, I'm going to take that same bronzy shade that we were using under the eye and just add that back in there. And it can be really, really subtle. It doesn't have to be that smoky or deep. It's totally your call, whatever you feel comfortable with. So since I want this look to be a little bit natural, we're not going to be using false lashes today, which I'm really excited about because I hate false lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and curl. I'm using my Shuamira. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is TWEEZERMAN. I'm actually using my TWEEZERMAN lash curler. Isn't it gorgeous? It's all rose gold. How awkward is it that I'm talking to you with my eyelid like pulled like this? It's very weird. For mascara, I'm going to take my Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara, which I really, really love. I love the wand. It has a really interesting wand. And I love the bristles because they're just so great at combing out the clumps. It just kind of gives you a really naturally wispy lash. So just a few coats of this. Do you see, like, it just makes your lashes so naturally wispy? I just think it's beautiful. Alright, so we're done with the eyes, and I think they are gorgeous. Now, of course, we need to move on to my favorite part, bronzer. I'm taking my ColourPop bronzer. This is in the shade, oh, Lord, here we go. This is the shade Private Party. I know it's not drugstore, but it's relatively more affordable than a lot of the higher end bronzers. I'm going to take Pool Party with my favorite F23 contour brush from Sigma. Just add a little shading up here. Ah, I'm coming back to life. Look at me. I'm finally starting to feel like myself. You know how, no, this doesn't make sense. You definitely can't do it. But you know how you can get like your eyeliner tattooed and stuff? Imagine if you could get your bronzer and your contour tattooed. That would be dangerous for me. I hope that never becomes available because that would be tempting. Just a little on the cheekbones. Again, going for more natural. I'm actually not even going to contour today. And now for blush, going back into Chloe Morello's PIXI palette. You know I love a light pink, so I think I'm going to work in the light pink. So this shade here. Taking that with my F40 brush from Sigma. Ooh, that is pigmented. That's pretty. And just adding that to the cheeks. Then for highlighter, I want to go into Dulce Candy's palette. And there's this bright shade up here, I believe it's called Brilliant. This one right here. So I want to take that and add that to the cheekbones. Pretty. And down the nose for a little extra glam. Ooh, that is really pretty. And on the Cupid's bow lip line area. I'm also going to take some with the E36 brush from Sigma. This is actually my favorite brush if you have more hooded eyelids for your crease. You guys know I've talked about this for many, many years. And I'm just going to use that on my inner corner to give us a little added glow in there. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love this highlighter so much. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this makeup. I'm going to set it all with my e.l.f. Active. It's actually the post-workout cool down spray, but I really love it just to set my makeup too. And then for lips, we're first going to line with the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Toy. I don't think I've even ever used this before. And then on top of that, I am taking the Chloe Morello Lip Icing. Is that what this is called? Yes, Lip Icing in the shade Cake. And it is so shimmery and glimmery. I'm excited to try this. Oh my gosh, I love this lip. How pretty and just natural. Still glam, but doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. And it's nude, but it's not too nude. Love it. You guys, this is the final makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video so much. This, again, is a look I would just love to wear every single day or even for a glam night out. It's definitely a more glam, natural look, if you will. If you want to check out any of the products I used today, I will link them in the bottom box down below for you guys. Thank you for watching, and definitely let me know what is your favorite go-to natural glam look. What are your favorite go-to natural glam products? I'd love to hear. Again, thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!